Hey guys, how's it going? JPCowFace here, and we are back for episode 16 of Let's Play Civilization 6, playing as America and Abraham Lincoln. Right. So, at the end of the last episode, our neighbours, our good old friendly neighbours, I mean, he's been fine for the most part, but he has annoyed me a little bit. Julius has lost 3 cities along our border, which is just testament to how well we're doing for loyalty pressure and culture, because for most of the game he was at the head of the pack as far as culture went. I'm guessing maybe a big contributing factor to that was probably how happy we've managed to keep our people, with amenities like +9, +8, even when we're sort of pushing on max housing as well. Oh, look at Washington. Washington, 17 out of 13 housing, and we still got amenities at +9. It's crazy. But we should have 3 cities in our collection pretty soon. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty good for us. Let's sell some sugar to Solomon to start with, and some whales and wine to Harold. Let's just have a quick look, make sure we've got all the goodies we can possibly have from everyone else. We do. Tracy, our spy, had managed to finally steal some funds, so she can get herself a nice promotion now. Can we get anything good? Breach Dams, one of my favorites. Why not? Let's see if we can send her anywhere and have a little bit of destructive fun. Our Earth satellite has finally gone up as well, so we got a +3 era score for that towards our next era, should we get there. And we'll just renew our friendship with Kublai. Kublai, strangely, was coming up out of nowhere with his culture. And if we look at the culture, I mean, he's back here. Tourism points, 208, 251 culture per turn, and we're on, must be, yeah, at least double that across both. And some reason it's got him down as having a closer victory to with a culture victory than we do. So I'm a little bit confused by that. It might be down to some policies he's got, but we will see, and obviously we will keep on doing everything in our power to try and rectify that. So it's probably about time we should think about doing some housing for Washington. Let's might as well go for the most we can get. Just a quick look. Yeah, got plenty of food, so we don't need to worry about where we're putting it, really. Right, Boston has completed its bread and circuses. Let's do one more just to make sure this is speeding this process along of the 3 cities coming into our empire. Right, Baltimore has completed a monument. Right, let's go with a... We did have a plan for Baltimore as well, so we're struggling for housing and not really got anywhere great to stick another neighborhood. So the idea was to get another promotion for Liang, aquaculture, and just put a load of fisheries in around here, which is going to help our housing out in Baltimore. So as soon as we can do that, I might as well send her over here. So she can get established in Baltimore, and then when we get the promotion we can just get some builders and get straight on that. But in the meantime, let's get a factory going at Baltimore. Houston has built the shrine. We are trying to up our faith output. We need to be able to afford more naturalists so we can get the rest of our national parks built. Okay, we were chopping these woods, and we were going to build another farm, because Phoenix was not too healthy on its old food supply. Okay. And we've just been connecting up the railroads to everywhere. And then we can get around a bit nippier should we need it, should anyone decide their only option is to go to war with us before we snatch a victory. I wonder if we can get any decent, no, just average culture. I mean, for anywhere that's going to supply us culture, 1 is pretty much what you're going to get. Let's have a look at gold then. Gold's still not brilliant. What about faith? Could we get any better faith? No, just the 1. Right. Okay. San Francisco does almost have a bit of a food problem. So I could send someone like Sterling. It's going to give a +1 food, +2 production, 17 gold, 3 science, 1 faith. I'm happy for that. Hello, Dora. Right, we've been kicked out some lands. We have got some open borders to sort out. In fact, I do want... No, I don't need her to explore anymore. The Earth satellite's gone up. So I'm just going to offer my open borders out. I'm not going to worry about having open borders with them, because that's only going to give them, especially someone like Kublai or Julius, more tourists to access their sort of lands easier. So if I keep my borders open, but don't have them open to go in there, then it should benefit us and not them. So I'm happy just to offer that out. Just go through and check everyone. I can just give it as a gift. I don't need to pay them money. You can't do you because you don't straight up don't like us, which is fine. Still got it open with Robert the Bruce Solomon. Yeah, have a gift. Harold. Here, have a gift. And that's it. Right, well. Dora. She has been the champion among men, but unfortunately her time has come where she is no longer a use to us. So, with the greatest respect, why can't I get rid of her? I can't get rid of her. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't really know what to do with her then. Why can't I get rid of her? That's maybe because she's in the water. Maybe. Maybe I can take her up here and she can unalive herself with the barbarians up here. Right, so the aid request for Robert Bruce has come to an end. Kublai's won that. I can't even remember doing any aid projects, but maybe we did. We did get some points. I'm not sure why. Anyway, what happened here? Did they... Oh, they must have fought one of Julius's units. All right, we will fortify our unit. Right. Let's bring our other military engineer down here and we'll connect San Diego with a nice rail link as well. They're just going to rail link everywhere. Right, this guy needs to put another farm in, and that is a beautiful, beautiful farm areas right here, and we should have at least, right, I'm going to put another one in here, I think. Still going to be struggling for food for Phoenix there. Right, Tracy. Right, so Tracy's got a breach dam promotion. So, with that in mind, what things could we do? Right, there's a Monty City. They have a dam here. Could it pillage this spaceport? It could do. It might just pillage some of these improved tiles around here. Let's see if we can find any other potential prospect targets. Harold has got one. And Kublai has got one. And it's capital too. It's not going to do too much, I don't think. Maybe a spaceport too. Let's have a look at the science rather. Science. Kublai's not there and he's not worrying about that at all, seemingly. Let's go with Monty, shall we? I think. I mean, he doesn't like us, so I'm happy with that. Off you go, Tracy. Alright, we've got some pearls to go, and that can go to... Let's sell this to Harold, shall we? Right, Cincinnati has finished another flood barrier, and we have saved some more land. So that is really good. Right, what do we want to work on next? We could, I suppose, build a holy site. So let's do that. Nearly up to 100 faith a turn at the moment. So that is something. Right, seaport completed at Buffalo though. Much even better sea tiles. We've got some really good tiles around Buffalo. Up to 70, nearly 74 culture a turn from Buffalo. Really is one of our powerhouse cities. Right, Charleston completed the sewers. We need to get up to 7 pop for another district. Let's put some time in then at somewhere like Charleston, as we're not really got anything better to do. We're going to build a spy, try and send him out, get promotion, and see what else we can do. We've only got the 2 at the moment. It is pretty minimal. Oh, we got some bad stuff going on. We are being savaged by a tornado outbreak. We have lost 1 pop, got 3 damaged tiles, and we are losing fertility. It's not something you see very often, but that is in our capital as well. That's pretty unfortunate. That's just going to sweep through our empire somewhere and just do a whole world of damage. Alright, I've got some whales to go anyway. Some extra cash in. We can buy some builders when we need to. We'll wait for Liang to get established in Baltimore before we do that. Make sure we can get the extra build charges that we can. Yeah, it's going to take some work to fix all this stuff up. Let's fortify our unit again. The that modern infantry, no, mechanized infantry, sorry, did attack our unit, but they just bounced off and died, I think. Right. Stadium completed at New York. We have the Yankee Stadium. Right, we can build the Sydney Opera House. We're going to have to lose crabs here. And I'm happy for that. Somewhere like the Sydney Opera House is definitely worth it. Right, that's another farm going in, which provide even better food for Phoenix. Actually might need to swap some people around. Yeah, Los Angeles has plenty of food now, so we will get another tile in. And yeah, Phoenix should be able to grow a little bit better now. All right, we have got the inspiration for environmentalism, and we also have claimed our first free city, Ixtapaluca. So that's nice. Get free era score for doing so as well. All right. So what do we get? What have we managed to get from there? We've got an encampment. We got another campus. And a spaceport. All right. Right. We need to do some repairing. So let's repair that encampment. We'll just fortify our unit there. Hopefully he attacks Julius's unit rather than ours. Otherwise I'll have to send the big boys in, the biplanes, to go and deal with him. We've got some more wine and whales to sell. Okay, 1 to Tamiris and 1 to Robert de Bruce. Right, those tornadoes. Oh, a little bit lucky there, I feel. They seem to moved sort of over this mountain range, so that saved a little bit. Obviously, no improvements over the national park. So not too much damage so far, but that could all change, obviously. Right, let's what do we want to go and do next? Let's connect San Francisco up with Charleston, and then we connect everywhere else with a lovely high-speed rail network. Vlad can come to the front line as well and just hold the lines for us while we're dealing with those free cities. Right, if I move this direction with our builder that we got at the moment, he can start doing some repairs. Let's upgrade those old school tanks as well while we're there. They're a bit dated. Never ever going to be able to upgrade these biplanes because I have no aluminium. I can obviously try and buy some though. So let's do that. Anyone want to sell me some aluminium? Okay, that's a lot. That's not so bad from Tamiris. It's not as much. How much is it? So much. Yeah, I think I prefer just to pay for it outright. Right, we got another 5 era score there for getting our unique aerial unit, the P-51 Mustang. So at least we're getting a little bit more potency from our air defense there. All right, and we've earned ourselves another 4 era score as well. That has been completing every building at the water park over at San Diego. And we've completed telecommunications as well. which was, we've got an inspiration for social media. That social media, yeah, will give us another policy that we can use towards speeding our tourism game along. So that is something we're going to want to get in probably pretty quick, actually. I'm going to go straight to that. And then we get environmentalism in as well after that. Actually, I'll keep distributed sovereignty in, so we can get the digital democracy online. Then we go to social media and then environmentalism. And then I think we're going to do new near future governance, and then venture politics, and then we can move on to beyond that. I think that makes sense to me. Right, carry on building our rail network. We're railroading all day long. Okay, right. So the tornado outbreak has finished, and it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It could have been just awful. I mean, I've had them before. Like, if it had gone through this stretch, everything would have been pillaged from coast to coast here. But pretty lucky to get away with that. Right, Washington has finished its neighborhood. Housing is now okay. Some people did get sucked up by those tornadoes, so that is something. Right, let's get repairing that industrial zone. San Diego, right, completed the aquatic center, completing all the buildings at the water park. So that is nice for us. What else could we do? I suppose this is another place we could probably build a holy site. So let's do that. We need as much as we can get. Was it 900? Where do we want to build our next national park? I think maybe we go for San Diego here, because it's got the full potential. Or do we want to put one over here? One over here would actually be quite nice, wouldn't it? In one of our Piatiti national parks. So let's do buffaloes. I know it's actually going to lack full potency from this one tile. Let's just make sure they're all in buffalo. They are. And let's have a look. Oh, 1,000. So next turn. All right, that's fine. Okay, all right. Now, this is a good sign, right? Your culture dominant. We have attracted enough tourists to make our culture dominant over the Ottoman Empire. So that is good. It was really chugging along now. Kublai is jumping up. But neither, it's not saying either of us are winning at the moment, so we will see how it pans out. Especially with us getting some more national parks down, getting another couple of policies in place that are going to help us along the way as well. I feel like, yeah, he might be in a place where he's leveled the playing field a little bit, and possibly maybe even catching us a little bit, but we will. I'm confident we will pull away again, so I'm not too worried. Let's get that naturalist in place for us. Oh, come on. Why can't I? I don't know why I can't. And if I can't even build a road, interesting. I don't know. Right, buffalo, naturalist. Yeah, it's going to be great. Right, Washington, repair your workshop, and Cincinnati, build a shrine. Should be over 100 a turn. Any sec, really, in a couple of turns at least. Right, diamonds. Do we not have diamonds? Are they all offline? Yeah, I guess they are. We have them back online. I'm not going to worry about buying them. They'll be back soon. Our amenities are absolutely fine. Got nothing to worry about there. All right, how many turns until these guys go? Aquilia, 3 turns. Brundisium, 3 turns. Right, I'm going to just go straight in for an arena now at Boston. Right, and Buffalo. What do we want to do next at Buffalo? Suppose that could be somewhere we can build a holy site as well. Got a tile over here. Maybe not really doing anything. Yeah, build it up here then. We're good for food. Yeah. Right, Houston, temple completed. We will move on to a meeting house. And Ixtapaluca. Right, fix those barracks as well. Refuse that. It'll be interesting to see once we have these 3 cities. I mean, it'll be pretty hard going, but it'd be interesting to see what kind of cultural sway and effect we will be having on Rome here, which is obviously Julius's capital. But yeah, considering we took these 3 cities pretty quickly and pretty easily as well, I'd be interested to see how that goes. But that is another world wonder completed for us as well, the Estadio de Maracana. And that is going to be absolutely lovely. That's even more amenities for us. We got +3 era score for completing the first civic of the new era of discovery. Right. So let's get a new tier of government in place, digital democracy. We will be getting a -3 combat strength for all units, but considering we've played this whole game and not had to fight once, except obviously barbarians, even then, we haven't really had any barbarian problems since right early on. It's been a game of peace and smooth, well, I say smooth sailing, pretty smooth sailing. It's still been a fight to get to where we are, but I mean, it's never that easy at this level anyway. But that's a +4 era score as well for locking digital democracy in place for us. Right, there's a lot of wildcard slots there. I'm not sure if we can swap this out now. We're not particularly making money until we get some slot policies back in place, probably. But we're certainly going to want heritage tourism. Anything tourism related is where we're going to be wanting to really shine. So let's have a look what else we can find. Right, well, I haven't heard any out and about yet, but as soon as I hear the first sign of any rock bands, maybe I'd come in and plug this music censorship in, being able to stop them coming in and having a big sort of sway on our tourism game will be good. I may I was going to say I may put gunboat diplomacy in, but I'm not 100% sold yet. I think we'll go for sports media. And I think I might also go for a grand opera as well. We're still just pushing that culture along as much as possible. So, I mean, I could go for this spy one. Oh, I hate that word. It's Machiavellian. Yeah, exactly. Right. Plus 50% production towards spies, and spy operations take 25% less time as well. That could be good for doing our little bit of spy work we are doing. So that could be one. Gunboat diplomacy could be another. Let's stick skyscrapers in again, because any wonders that we can still get built are going to be great. All right, and then I'm not sure if I want to plug in public works for the extra builder charges and cheaper builders just for a moment, or whether I should put in force modernization. I mean, we've got a lot of infantry armies. They could be upgraded to mechanized infantry. But I think I'm going to go with public works for the moment. I'm hoping that I don't really need to use any military force at all. So, and I mean, we're still pretty strong. I've got that closed down because I was doing a screenshot. Right, so yeah, 1600 military strength is only really overshadowed by Julius's and Monty's. And I think we could hold our own if either of them came for us. If we just held defensively, I think we would be absolutely fine. Right, let's get rid of our extra pearls and jade, and Tamiris can give us 20 a turn for that, so that is fine. Right, Dorothy has done another bit of fine rocket disrupting work for us at Rome, so that is brilliant. We will move her on to somewhere else. This place looks like it's busy at work, so Tlacobane will be where she's going next. We're doing pretty good for our era score. We've got 8 to go to secure a golden age for the next era, but nearly at least 30 turns until we're to get to that point anyway, should we actually get there. Things can change pretty quickly at this point. Right, we repair the factory and our coal plant at Washington. Right, after completing the Estadio de Maracana, what do we want to build next at San Francisco? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I was just looking at the possibility of getting a neighborhood down and then seeing if I could build the biosphere, because that would be a nice wonder to get built as well. But I don't really have the appropriate place to build that, unfortunately. All right, let's just put 3 turns into building another spy at San Francisco. That will do for the moment. Factory completed at Baltimore. That's another 3 infantry unit. And I think I might put some time into building we are powered. So I'm going to put some time into building a hangar and possibly the airport as well. Yeah, why not? Let's repair the armory at Ixtapaluca. And all right, we need to get some repairing here. So we've got a couple of tiles to repair here. We need to fix the industrial zone at Charleston once we've completed that other spy. Oh, and the campus down here. And then we need to get these diamonds back online as well. Diamonds back online, the lumber mills. It's all a mess. Still, could have been worse. Right, and there we are. We're going to put down National Park number 5. And she is a beauty. Let's get rid of these horrible pins. More and more of these pins are moving away. Let's ignore the fact that it's got a big old dirty coal deposit in there. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful national park. I'm going to get rid of these pins as well. They're not necessary. Any other pins we can get? That's not necessary. That's not necessary. Well, that'll do for the moment. All right. So yeah, that is the Deity National Park. I don't know what they're going to call this one. It's actually going to have more of Deity inside it. So they can fight over the naming rights, I suppose. Right, only 4 more era score to go to secure another golden age. That is looking easy at this point. Can we escape on foot with Dorothy? And we can. So that is cool. She can then move on to Tlacopan and try and do her handiwork there. Let's get these two joined at the hip. Right, let's get split off and connect Charleston up. Did I forget to do... I don't know. Something's not right there. Okay. We have 2 more turns for Aquilia. 2 more turns for Brundisium. Should get them both in the same hit. Alright, we sent Dorothy all the way up here to face off with some barbarians and fall on her sword. But she can't. I suppose I could just send you off into the abyss auto-exploring for the rest of the time. We'll do that. It has been an honour serving with you, Dora. Alright, fortify everyone. I'm gonna, once this flips over to the next turn, we're gonna have a look at the culture and see how we're doing on that front. But before that, we have a session of Congress. Kublai Khan aid request. Hey, what about me? I got like torn up by tornadoes. I bet I don't get a aid request. It always seems that way. Everyone else gets ravaged by natural disasters, and you get it, and no one blinks an eye. All right, that's that. Satellites completed for us, and Kublai Khan's aid request is in place. Right, so after completing satellites, where do we want to go next? Well, as it would be fun, possibly. Let's get robotics in. Let's also lock smart materials, which is going to straight to smart materials. We don't need anything else for that. Right. Then we lock nanotechnology in, stealth technology, lasers, and then we will see where we've got to go after that. Okay. It will cost a pretty penny to upgrade to a mechanized infantry army. Yeah, without the modernized forces diplomacy card in place. Right, I don't want this guy pillaging our district here, so I'm going to have to kill this guy. Nice work, P51. Okay. Right, Washington, now repair your coal plant. Cincinnati, shrine completed. Let's move on to temple. We nearly over 100 mark now. Keep getting everything repaired for ourselves. All right, so things are looking good. Already at 200 for our next naturalist. Right, Tracy. Ooh, Monty's got a bit of loyalty problems going on at Teo. Good work, Robert de Bruce. But he does have a rather scary looking army of giant death robots. Modern armor. And whatnot. Okay. So we were going to play with their dams and see what we could do, weren't we? Let's gain sources first. He's not losing the city anytime soon, so we've got time. Right, one of the Vlads is fully repaired. We'll move him over towards the place we want him. Okay, let's start building a railroad out from San Diego. I don't know why we're struggling to build it here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to build it through here without ruining our potential spot for another national park. I'm not sure where we stand with railroads. Do railroads belong in national parks? That is the question. I'm going to guess no. But I guess you get roads going into national parks, right? Kubla Khan is after some of our oil, and I'm going to be a dick and say no, because at the moment you seem to be our closest rival, especially when it comes to tourism. And I just reminded myself I didn't go in and have a look at where we stood with the tourism. So we will go and have a look now. And we've just earned ourselves 2 new cities, Brundisium and Aquilia. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. Yeah. All right, we will see how things play out now. We have 3 new cities along our border with Rome. Let's just keep them both. That's another 3 era score and another 3 era score. And that's us safely inside a golden age for the next era. Right, we don't have a notice for winning because Kubla Khan is really yeah, he's doing well. He's keeping up pace. Julius is doing pretty well, keeping up pace as well. All right. We've just got to keep on pushing, keep on doing what we're doing. Okay, Aquilia, what are we doing for you? With your plus 12 amenities. Right. Let's just start off with a sewer. They've only got 2 spare housing, so we'll just improve that a little bit before we build anything else. Brundisium needs some more housing as well, so let's start off with the granary, and then we'll do sewers there for Brundisium. Let's move these guys up in their corpse. And Vlad, one of the Vlads as well. Alright, I don't know which tile I missed out on here, not getting these connected, but Somehow they're not connected. Although there should be a railroad there. Alright, we'll change where we've got that built, shall we? Right, so decision time. Go away. Right, decision time. Do we try and build a railroad through the potential national park site? Alright, I'll decide that in the next one. Right, sugar for sale. Who wants some sugar? Tamiris, you can have some sugar. Alright, we're struggling for food. Brundisium is struggling for food. Well, we're building granary there, so that's going to help you a little bit. Alright. Alright, we have new sugar as well. Where was that sugar? Here, Aquilia. So that's a potential for another industry. Let's buy ourselves a builder. Let's claim another great person, a great artist this time. Sophonisba and Guisola. Gotta admit, I've never heard of her. Right, Washington. Right, we are fully fixed up with our districts. What do we want to do now? Could it be another holy site? It could. Let's do it. Anywhere we can pop them in at the moment, I think, is a good idea. Right, arena completed at Boston. Let's get the zoo and stadium probably built in there as well. Right, repair the military academy at Ixtapaluca. All right, Sophonisba. Can you go anywhere? Do I have a spot for you to go? Yes. Over to Baltimore. This is Phoenix then. We have a builder in our way at Baltimore. Alright, Harold don't like the fact that we haven't really got a navy, which just basically means he must have built more units than us now. Which is fine. Okay, Kataja just reinstating that she don't like us. But she's not going to do anything about it, is she? Could try and upgrade our ironclads to destroyers, but maybe I'll wait until we swap over policy slots to make that a bit cheaper, more affordable. Right. We're up to 120 faith turn now. That is great. What are you doing? Are you at war with Taruga? Yes. Okay. Fight for your life, Taruga. Fight for your life. With it being so local, if she takes Taruga, I think I might want to take it back from her. We can declare a protectorate war for 0 grievances as well, so it won't affect our sort of standings on the world stage. I don't really want to. So I'm just going to watch closely and see how this war goes. So we are now dominant over Tamiris as well. So Suleiman and Tamiris. That's 2 we are dominant over. So we're definitely heading in the right direction anyway. Right, Cincinnati, you can build a what? A what? Exactly, a what? Right, spy completed from San Francisco. We have earned ourselves another trade route from Brundisium, I think, with the commercial hub there. So let's put 1 turn into getting another trader going. Might try and buy some more aluminium. Strategic aluminium. 92 is so expensive. Yeah, I really don't want to be forking out 60 a turn. That's horrendous. That is disgusting. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait and make a decision. I've got military forces to upgrade potentially. Don't want to be losing 60 gold a turn. That is ridiculous. Right, San Diego can build a shrine. Vlad can move towards his Vlad brothers. All right, decision time. It doesn't count. That's build improvement adjacent. So build route railroad. So that's not, doesn't count as an improvement, I don't think. All right, either I'm going to be ruining this or I'm not. So I've also got to consider I built a mountain pass through here. That might affect Houston's national park as well. We could obviously shift them around. I'm sure there's other tiles in this area. I mean, it's all good around here, so we just have to work that out. But yeah, once we get to that point of affording our next naturalist, then we will be able to make that decision. Right, Jethro needs to go out and get himself a promotion. Off you go, Jethro. Okay, right, we built ourselves a builder, or bought ourselves a builder. Why did we do that again? All right, let's send him up to Aquilia and potentially get another industry down. That might have been it. I'm not too sure. I have a terrible memory. Okay, right. Sofinispa. You need to go. Let's just transfer you to Baltimore now. That'll be easier. Yeah, we will. Should we send you guys up to different places? But now we have a new front line, technically. Yeah. Send our guys to different places to stand guard. Right, where next to fix up? Let's I just thought the diamond industry that we had there didn't affect the Washington National Park too much. Right. All right. Well, that was quite interesting. We had a spy attack on disrupting rocketry at Washington. So, I mean, I might not even bother to fix it. Oh God, Julius has done his third. This is going to be tight. I'm not sure. Yeah. So I mean, progressing with the science isn't too important, I guess. I mean, we could continue it just to try and keep pace as a backup. We're nowhere near the pace for diplomacy. They were on 8. Pachacuti's only on 9. But only having half of what we would require for a victory, it might as well be a million miles away, like the space projects. All right, I've got some things to think about there. I mean, he's already, quite a few of them already have nanotechnology as well. I mean, where are we? We've got satellites research. We haven't got nanotechnology, but that won't be far off. What about smart materials? Has he got smart materials too? He does. Robert Bruce does. So he can literally go straight into his exoplanet expedition now. Alright. I wonder if Monty wants to go in a joint war against him. I mean, he hates everyone. It wouldn't be ideal. It means we could potentially get in and just pillage his districts with military units. And maybe we could buy a bomber. That would do it. Potentially. Let's have a little word with Monty quickly. How do you feel about this? I can't, is it because you hate us? It is, it's because you hate us, isn't it? Alright. What about someone else? No one else is really in a position. Not a good position. What about Robert de Bruce? How do you care about a joint war against Monty? Territorial war? I mean, your neighbours. No? Too scary? Something else? Just a formal war? It'll cost me a lot. Let's see. Is that the same for everything? A reconquest war. Have you already lost cities to Monty? No. Alright. So joint war. Let's call it territorial. It still will cost us the same, 69 a turn. Have you actually got the cojones to do anything and actually attack him? Because so often you could do something like this and they take your money and they declare war, but they won't do anything. They just sit there counting all their money. Maybe I need to learn nukes and build us a nuke. Maybe that's the way to go. And move Dorothy over this way. Where did we go? Tlacapane. Probably should have moved it to Ostia. Decisions. I don't know what is best to do. I've got to worry about Katasha doing what she's doing to Taruga. I've got to worry about Julius and Monty and Robert Bruce on the science front, but mainly Julius at this point. And also Kublai Khan as well on the cultural front. He's not giving up. I should probably try and keep track to see whether he's catching or he's not, but so some difficult decisions to be made here, I think, but again, we've made some progress here. We have the Piatiti National Park, which is a thing of beauty. We have gained 3 new cities through loyalty pressure, which is great against one of our cultural rivals as well, Rome. But yeah, we've got some things to worry about and some decisions to make. So we will make those in the next episode, because that is it for today. As usual, if you like today's content, leave me a like. If you've got anything to comment, please do so in the comments below, and if you could subscribe as well, I'd greatly appreciate that too. But as for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.